Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Austin. This is Gone in 60 Detailing, and this is a long-term tire coating review. So this is Lone Star. If you guys are looking for maybe a couple week tire shine, tire coating, this isn't for you. This is if you guys want a lot of gloss, or you can knock down the gloss, or if you want something to last months. It is a set it and forget it type of product. So we're gonna be reviewing it today. Stick around throughout this entire video because this isn't just gonna be, hey, a product review. I'm going to be sharing updates week after week, month after month. This is on my wife's van and this thing gets hammered. It goes through a lot. So we are going to test out just how long this holds up. So don't just click away, make sure and stick around. Let's see how well this lasts. So I've tried Duracoating tire technology before and that got me several months of protection. This is a product that's very similar. Now, just like any paint coating, any tire coating, anything that you're putting on anything car related, the cleaner the surface that you have, the more the product can adhere to. So I've gone around each tire 3 times until I saw white suds, until nothing else came off of there. And just to show you guys, there is nothing on these tires. So we're gonna be applying this today. There's really no instructions on this label. So knowing what this product is, if you get any on your wheels, make sure and wipe it off immediately because it can set. But what this product is gonna be able to do is it's gonna be resistant to water, to dirt, to any road grime, and it's gonna hold kind of that protection. It's really, truly a really strong coating that doesn't really allow much to penetrate it. So this is no joke. This is going to be really strong. Link in my description below to the product. I've never used this before. Let's go ahead, apply it, and try it out. All right, so this product is super, super runny. So I'm gonna put this on my applicator. That's probably way, way too much. All right, let's see how kind of it applies. It's gonna kind of come on milky in my experience with products like these. You can level them out. And with these types of products, you can apply more than one coat. You can take a towel to them kind of right after, knock down the shine. But these, from my experience, are going to be products that really shine if you don't knock them down. And they will hold the shine, which I personally like the shine. If you guys like more of a matte, you can knock it down with a towel. So little for sure goes a long ways. I've gone about halfway through the tire. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit more. It doesn't take much. Just a few drops. It kind of comes on like in this like bluish, purplish type hue. It's going to stay that way. What I've noticed with a lot of like heavier kind of ceramic tire coatings, they kind of all tend to do that. They kind of have like this bluish, purplish hue until they dry. The best way I can almost describe what these types of coatings are versus kind of just your traditional coatings is think of this almost like super glue that's sitting on your tire, that's dried and it's hardened. Nothing's gonna stick to it. It's gonna hold up really well over time, and it's gonna be a product that lasts. So we're gonna try it out. My wife takes this through the automatic car wash. So those are very high alkaline in terms of soaps, in terms of what they use on there. I'm hoping for a product like this that I can probably get maybe 3 to 4 months out of it. Just knowing how she drives this, the conditions, the car wash. I think if you have a car that's more well-maintained, doesn't get out in the elements too much, this could last 6 months plus. So that's kind of first round. I am going to do another round of it on there, but you're just gonna let this sit. You're not gonna wanna dry this. You're not gonna wanna just take this out of the garage immediately and dry it. I would probably give it several hours to 24 hours. Look on their website to just kind of verify. But if you go ahead and dry this out right now, before it cures, stuff will stick to it and you'll see it on there. So it's kind of important just to be able to use this until you notice that it's dry to the touch. So I'm gonna let this kind of set up for a little bit, go around, kind of do all the tires, and then I'm going to do a second coat and show you guys what it looks like. This is with the second coat on there. All right, guys, it's only been a couple weeks, few weeks since we put on the tire shine, and I'm waiting to see what this looks like. We're gonna take some Adams wheel and tire cleaner, clean off the tire, see if that dressing is still on there. But for what this product is supposed to be, it's working on the back tire. Like you can still see the glaze there. And my wife takes this through an automatic car wash, which, as we all know, is really high in alkaline soaps. But I'm not impressed so far. And I do have it on my Golf R. And obviously this car isn't driven as many miles and as hard as this car is. This is my wife's daily. But these front tires, they're looking no better than the other tire dressings that we've used. But this is supposed to be a more permanent, last really long. So let's go ahead and clean off the tire and see if it's still there. Now, one thing to note, Adams Wheel and Tire Cleaner, it is alkaline based. You can kind of see like some of the water behavior a little bit. It's kind of running off, kind of resists it maybe a little bit, but there is a likelihood this could strip this off of there. I don't know, but I just need to see if it's still even working or if it's still even on there. Because this product should be lasting longer than what it is. And for those of you wondering, I cleaned these tires each like 3 times. Foam was white. Used a couple different products just to make sure that it was pulling everything off of there. But I'm hoping when we rinse this off and dry it off that maybe the protection is still under there, but I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and rinse these off. Okay guys, so let the tires dry and it's still holding up pretty well. It's not as kind of glossy as maybe as it was when we initially did it, but it's still holding up really well. So just a lot of dirt and traffic film just kind of stuck on the tires. But as you can see, still really has a nice deep black appearance. So I'd say it's taken a little bit of a hit. And obviously the tire cleaner that I used is much more aggressive, but I'd say it's still holding up well. But I initially was like, are you serious? Like I was frustrated. And you can kind of see here on the back tire, you can kind of see some of the shine and glaze. So I just think underneath this car, and guys, this car gets driven through everything. So this is probably your best example of a car that gets hammered and how well it can hold up to it. So gonna continue on with the test. It's been, I don't know, it's been 2 or 3 weeks since we applied it. So we'll give you guys an update as we give it a little bit more time, but I would say it's doing well. If you guys have an opinion, drop a comment below. I think we're on month 3 now, and my wife just took this through the car wash. What I wanna do, I don't wanna use an aggressive tire cleaner, so I have some DIY Detail Rinseless Wash, my favorite rinseless wash. We're gonna spray it down on the tires, give it a quick scrub, rinse it off, and we're gonna see if Lone Star is still on there. It's really hard to tell just based on what this tire looks like, but let's go ahead, clean these up, and see if we can see if the product is doing well. Now, for quick reference, this is my Volkswagen Golf R. This was put on about the same time. You can see they're black, but the shine definitely isn't there. It's kind of more matte. So I think we're probably just pretty much about there in terms of it being done. So I'd say, in my opinion, and we'll see once we rinse this off, I think this lasts longer than just your standard CarPro Dark Side, some of those products. But it doesn't last as long as I would have hoped. I think I'm getting a solid probably 3 months out of this. And I would have liked to see more. I will say Duracoating tire technology, if you really want, if you really want a tire shine that's like gonna last, that glazed donut for a long time. I did get probably 6+ months out of that, but out of this product, I think it'll be interesting to see as we clean these off, as we rinse these off, how they're doing. And I'm gonna do the back tire as well, because these front tires, they get abused more than the back tires do. If you look here at the back tire. All right. And if you guys have a favorite tire dressing, leave a comment below what you guys like. Me personally, for tire dressings, cleaning the tires isn't the most fun thing for me. Same with the wheels. I like something that's gonna last for 3 months, maybe a little bit longer if possible. But I'm not someone that, I drive my cars, I daily drive them. If you have a garage princess, sure, reapplying something every month isn't a big deal, but because then you just add protection, they don't get dirty. But when you're driving it out in the elements, you want something that's gonna last, and at least I do. Especially maybe if you love, cleaning tires, if you love cleaning your wheels, that's a different story for me. Not my most favorite. All right, let's go ahead, rinse this off, and we'll let it dry. Now, some of you should be saying, or might be saying, Austin, why didn't you use a more aggressive tire cleaner on this? Well, because some tire cleaners, and especially the ones that I have, are much more aggressive. And I don't want to strip any of the tire dressing off. Now, I will say on my Volkswagen, I did use Brake Buster Straight on there, and it seemed to pull some of it off. So they still look decent. I personally like a little bit of a glaze, a little bit of a shine, but that's just me. Most everybody doesn't. Most everybody prefers matte. Okay, spray off this back tire. If you guys haven't used DIY Detail rinseless, I love the smell of it. It's so good. It smells like apples. Is it the best product to clean off tires with? Nah, but it can do the job. So you can see there, it's definitely pulling some dirt off of there. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let this dry, and I think we're gonna make a conclusion on how well this did. All right, so the tires are a little bit wet, but overall, guys, I would say this is ready to be cleaned and have new tire shine applied. Don't fall for the glaze or the light. The tire just needs to dry a little bit better. But this is the front wheel. So I would say overall with this product, you're gonna get about 3 months of durability on a car that gets hammered, that gets driven a lot. But definitely not bad. But I don't think it lasts a whole lot longer than a lot of the other tire dressings out there. Here is my Golf R for an example. And you can see that would be a tire I would clean and want to reapply. So, guys, I did a couple coats on it. I know this kind of fools it by it being wet. That's all it is wet. But you can see there's nothing on the tire. Got it pretty clean. But yeah, overall, do I recommend this product? I don't know. For 3 months versus other products you can get for a month and a half, 2 months for the price, I don't know. I was hoping for a little bit longer durability. If you guys have a favorite tire shine, tire coating that you guys like to use, please leave a comment below. Please like, comment, subscribe. We'll catch you next video.